waiter walks. So there is a variety of ways that we can make a waiter walk work for you, especially with your shoulders, depending on if you have injuries or elbow injuries or anything like that, that overhead just isn't an option. So we're gonna play with a few options, and I'm gonna try to go as quick as I can to not make this video last 9 minutes. So first things first, I want you to find, if you can't or you really struggle with the overhead movement, that range of motion just isn't available to you at this moment, I want you to find a block, a book, something of those sorts. Not something super heavy, because we're gonna focus on overhead stability instead of overhead strength, okay? So starting off, you're gonna plant your block or your book on top of your fist like you're in your rack position, okay? From there, you're gonna press your block or book overhead, lock out through that tricep, check that the shoulders suck down into the socket, elbows nice and strong, and then you're going to go for a walk, thinking knuckles to the ceiling, and you're trying to maintain stability. So if you can avoid the wobble of your book or your block, that is ideal. And you're going to try to hold that stability for the whole time, okay? To release out, you're gonna reverse the press down, elbow to the rib cage, and then you can remove your block. If you are doing the full version and we're gonna add in a dumbbell or a kettlebell is preferred, you're going to clean to rack, and then you're going to press and do the exact same thing. Elbow stays locked out. If your elbow bends with your weight overhead, you're putting a lot of pressure into that joint, a lot of pressure into your shoulder joint. Push back through, drive through the tricep. This is where the handle resting into that base of your palm is super important. And then your knuckles are straight up to the ceiling. As we fatigue, it's natural that we like to do this and open up to the wrist, but this is your friendly reminder that there is no wrist in kettlebells. Straight fist, shoulder pulled down into the socket, and then we start to march. So this is gonna be our waiter walk position, marching it out. Now, if this is a really big struggle for you and you constantly are bending through the elbow, pull back down, re-rack, and then march in this rack position. And then you can always repress and come again, right? So if you know that 5 to 6 steps is plenty for you and then your elbow suffers, then come back to your rack and try again in a second, okay? In and out, whatever you need to do on either side, whether that is a block, a book, or a kettlebell, play with it, slowly pull back down, set down properly, safe release, and that, my friends, is your waiter walk.